All right, Jerry Fleenor with Bordner Installation Group. Welcome back for our next comparison. So this time here we're going to compare again the Marvin Infinity window to just your basic vinyl window. You know, most vinyl windows are pretty much all the same. There's a few little nuances and a little bit differences, but since it's made of vinyl, they're going to run into some of the same issues. The benefits you would get through it would be about the same, but you're going to see different price ranges for them. So we're just going to do one comparison with vinyl, and we're going to kind of, it'll all be the same. So if we look here, the biggest, most glaring thing that you're going to notice right off the get-go is the size of the frame that you see here. Our frame is only about 3/4 of an inch at this point right here, whereas you can see right here the frame goes all the way out. You're looking at about 2 inches of frame. So what that really means to you is if you're looking at vinyl windows, you potentially lose a lot of glass space. So you're going to lose the light coming in your home, and you're also going to lose the view that you have out of your house at some point. So other than that, both of these windows do have a slope sill where it comes down here. Water's going to roll to the outside. We get the same thing here. Now, there are a lot of vinyl windows that actually have a pocket here where this sash, both these sashes sit inside of a pocket, and then it channels the water through the window itself. On this vinyl window, there's actually, and you can't see them because it sits below this right here, but there is what's called a weep hole on this. And so what happens is when water hits this window, it gets in the side and it rolls down through the frame and then it comes out the window. One of the reasons we don't like that is dirt and dust builds up inside of there, which tends to trap water over time. Once we trap water, then we start breeding things like mosquitoes, potential for mold growth. So a lot of unhealthy things that can happen because of the channeling of the water through the window. Again, no weep holes here. The parts of the window where the sill and the jamb come together, it's all sealed up. So all the water is channeled to the outside of the window. Okay, so here we are. We're back to the inside of both these windows. I'll walk you through again on the tilt feature on the Infinity window. Again, one hand, there's a little button here. We slide the lever past it, tilts in the lower sash, we tilt in. Top sash pushes down, pull the tilt latches. We drop that in, easy cleaning, no problems whatsoever. And again, we have the bulb seals here. That's one of the biggest things of this window. We keep saying it in every video. Because of the stability of fiberglass, we don't have to worry about the expansion and contraction. So we get a nice consistent seal all the way around the window, so we have very low air infiltration ratings. Let's compare that now to a vinyl window. So you'll see here we have a lever, slides up, 2 tilt latches that slide in. So similar to our top sash there, that all works great, no problems. Now the top sash, you've got the same thing here. Slides in, everything tilts in, so that's easy to clean, no problems. Now one of the things you're really going to notice here is all of this here, what's called polypile. And this is what vinyl window manufacturers use to keep the air and the water out of the window or out from the inside of your home. And the reason they do that is because nothing really expands more than vinyl. It's plastic, so when the heat hits it, it's going to swell up. When the cold hits it, it's going to shrink down. So you get lots of movement in this window, so that's why they can't use bulb seals on the window itself. So we end up having to go with this polypile, and you'll notice it's all over this window. Doesn't look very good. It's not the most attractive thing you're ever going to see. And one of the things that we see with vinyl, and one of the reasons we really don't like vinyl that much, is when you put the window in the summertime, what will end up happening is when the winter comes, it ends up shrinking up. And you end up with some gaps there, and you can have some air infiltration. On the flip side of that, if you install it in the wintertime, you get it all nice and square. When the summer comes around, it squeezes the window, and now it becomes very difficult to operate in a lot of cases. So that's probably the biggest thing with vinyl. Now, the last thing is the fact that you're kind of limited on your interior, exterior color options. You're basically limited to a white or a beige, where you got a lot more color options here. You can go dark colors on a window, on a vinyl window on the exterior, but we really discourage that because the sun is going to cause that expansion and contraction to be even greater because of the heat that it's going to generate. So in closing, as you can see, you get a lot more light going through with this window than you do here. You got the polypile, which isn't efficient as the bulb sills are. and you just don't have quite the options with it. But if price is the main concern, this is always going to be your best option. If quality is your main concern, that's always going to be your best option.